Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am showing you my ultimate full coverage foundation routine for oily skin. This will hide any redness, any acne, any pigmentation, and it will stay solid on your face for more than 12 hours. So if you want to learn that, then please keep on watching. Now, if you want your full coverage foundation to look perfect and not cakey, you have to spend a little bit of time prepping the skin first. So I'm just exfoliating my skin using the MAC Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. This is a really nice one that does an amazing job of really exfoliating any dead skin cells off the surface of my skin, and it leaves a nice smooth canvas for me to go in with my foundation. I'm then going to apply this June Jacobs Mandarin Moisture Mask, and oh my gosh, this stuff smells so good. Now, even though I have got an oily skin type, I always do a moisture mask before a special event because adding moisture into my skin results in my skin producing less oil because it doesn't need to, correct the equilibrium anymore. And I also leave that on for 10 minutes. For primer, I'm using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This is going to help to fill in my enlarged pores and any fine lines and wrinkles that I've got on my face. Basically, it's kind of like filling a pothole with cement, and it will ensure that your skin is a nice flat surface again for your foundation to go on with. And I'm not applying this to my nose because on my nose, I'm going to take this MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre. Now, my foundation tends to fade a little bit on my nose, and if you're going for a full coverage look, you don't want any red Rudolph noses poking through. So I apply this to my nose and any other areas of my face where I get redness. Now, this foundation, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Foundation. Oh my goodness, this is like a second skin. It's seriously one of the most intensely pigmented foundations ever, and it's got the staying power and the longevity of the original Double Wear, but with complete camouflage coverage. Like, this will cover literally anything. This will completely cover tattoos on your body as well, and it is beautiful, non-cakey. It's really lightweight on the skin, and girl, those oils will not be bothering you, I promise. Now, you'll see my favorite way to apply it is to dot it all over the skin just with my finger, and realistically I only use the tiniest little amount of this foundation. A little bit goes a long way, and then I use a damp blending sponge to buff it into my face, my ears and my neck. Now, for concealer, I prefer to mix the Pro Longwear concealer with the Too Faced Born This Way when I'm going for an absolute full coverage, fully glam look. I start on the under eye area and I use a fluffy blending brush for this. I find that I get the smoothest finish doing it this way. I draw upside down triangles underneath my eyes, carrying it all the way up through to my temple to help lift the face. And you'll see here that I've also used a shade that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than my natural foundation. This will help to really highlight these areas. Then I put some on the center of my forehead there and also on my chin. Now, you'll notice I'm not applying it to my nose because I've already got that Pro Longwear Paint Pot onto my nose underneath the foundation, and that is essentially, like, it's enough coverage as it is, so I don't feel like I need to go in with anything extra. And basically blend it out. To set all this makeup down, I'm going to be baking my face using the RCMA No Color Loose Powder. This is a really beautifully finely milled translucent powder. And RCMA is actually like, they create stage makeup and theatrical makeup. So this stuff lasts the distance. It's so good. So I'm banking underneath my eye areas. I'm also banking on the jawline, sort of underneath where your contour sits. And then also my chin, down the center of my nose and my forehead as well. And then I like to leave this for about 10 minutes, stuff around, stalk some people on Instagram, and then you come in with a very smooth, soft, fluffy brush, and you basically just gently buff off that excess powder off the skin, and you'll see here, it'll give my face a really nice highlighted look, and we'll be ready to go in with bronzer. This technique will really make sure that your foundation lasts you all day or all night long. Now, I'm applying some contour here. My favorite palette to use is the Kat Von D Shade and Light. It is so good for oily skin. It will really last, and it doesn't look muddy or cakey. And I'm applying my contour down the hollow of my cheekbones there, but you'll see that I'm using circular motions to blend this upwards. Don't ever blend it down onto the lower part of the jaw or the jawline, because that's when you get that really nasty sort of muddy, cakey, messy look. I'm also going to very softly contour my nose. I'm not really a stickler for heavily contoured noses. I just don't really like that look, but I will sort of softly contour it and then apply a lighter shade down the the center to really highlight the bridge. Now for blushes, when I'm doing a full coverage makeup look, I much prefer to go with a matte blush. I find that shimmery blushes, like because I've got enlarged pores and oily skin and things like that, it just all gets a little bit much and you end up kind of looking like a cakey hot mess. So I always go with a matte blush and I sweep it on the outer corner sort of the apple of my cheek there, sweeping it up towards the temple so that it gives the face a really nice natural lifted effect. And then I will go in with some highlighter. This is the Becca Opal highlighter. I apply this to the very, very tops of my cheekbones and then sort of curve it around the tip of the brow bone. I also pop a tiny bit of this on the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow as well. Then to finish this all up, I lock it all in place with a setting spray, and girl, your full coverage makeup routine is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've got any further questions, don't forget to leave them down below. And the tutorial for this eye makeup look will also be linked in the description bar. I love you guys. I will catch you in the next video. Bye!